Before to start, I have a question. I want to tell you one great idiom, but it's difficult to translate. Who speak Russian, students? Ready? Understand Russian? Oh, everybody, good. So, who knows? Put your hands down. Who knows the name Ostap Bender? Who knows this name? Have you heard this name? It is great, great writer, Ilfi Petrov. And they publish a book. Name of this book, 12 стульев. And very smart person, Ostap Bender. He had a lot of expression. One of his expression is, listen carefully, на ошибках учатся. Но я же предпочитаю учиться на ошибках других. Think about this. Key thing for any education is study mistakes. And don't do this mistake again. But that's why any assignment I give you, any class, anything is redo. What is redo? It means redo your mistakes, basically. If I give 1,000 tests, every day you do this 1,000 tests. Without redoing your mistake, guess what you'll get? I'll tell you. You get the same range of score, Only you'll do this mistake faster. This already proven. You understand the point? What is different between students who get perfect score and who did not get perfect score? One kind of student smart, second not smart? No way. You not to be very smart to get perfect score on this test at all. It's not challenging test. All these tests, they build for any school United States, or even the poorest school in Bronx, wherever, and the best school in Manhattan, kind of best, all of them best. So only technique. If you don't have technique for preparation, you'll not get perfect score. Why? Regardless how many tests you will do, you will make approximately the same range of score. Now, there are three categories of tests we have so far. One is paper test, what we're doing here. The second analogy of this paper test is digital format of this paper test. And the third category is adaptive test. In paper test, you have advantage. You can go back and forth and redo everything. In some digital format, you can also go back and redo this. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Because you have question on the test, when you come back, you can get back. But definitely in adaptive test, you don't have this luxury, because idea of adaptive test, they switch, depend on your mistake, they give another example, and sometimes this is not the same. When you come back, it will be another way. You don't have chance to even come back. Based on this, what you're supposed to do? First of all, if you want to win, get perfect score, like hundreds and hundreds of my students get perfect score. They just believe in this. You have to redo. If you do on this digital, different format we have, sometimes they allow you to go back. So instead of doing 10 tests, you do this, but in depths to get one polished to 100%. If they don't allow you come back, what are you supposed to do? I told you in September in open house. Some visited, some no. You take, for instance, your cell phone, put next to your screen, and try to get video of this, what you did. The same related for adaptive test. Because when you get your score, after that you're happy you did something. No, it's garbage. Most important thing is to go over for this test and try to get in this test perfect. Very simple. Everybody has cell phone. No wonder, it's very logical. If you do the same mistakes, kind of mistakes, you never get perfect. But if you redo every time, if you get finally perfect, doesn't matter how you have. I give you an example. We had a student, she was in 12th grade, and she approached us. We were in Avenue M this time, and her score was less than 400. And you know, in 12th grade, you have deadline when you can, October, I don't remember this date, until in 12th grade. She had only 3 months left. She came with entire family and asking what to do in this case. Because even maybe Kingsborough College will not accept with this 370 what she had at the no problem. Just if you want to accomplish, do whatever. I don't have any private classes, nothing. What we have, but you're supposed to do what you're supposed. In 3 months, she got, I believe, I'm supposed to ask managers, сколько ты получила через 3 месяца, не помнишь?
1700.
Не, по математике.
780.
She got 780 in 3 months from 370. I just remember this case because she came is very in period when she had only one attempt. And I had Olympic team of United States on swimming, many people, right? Nice kids, very, how to say, work-oriented. The score was nothing personal, but below than low. All colleges fight to get them. Only one condition, nice SAT score. For very short period of time, and people who in sport, they know you have to make repetition every time. If, let's say, weightlifting, whatever, you even write down how many times you repeat and what kind of weight you have, you know this, right? Every time, only repetition. Okay, I believe I answer. Who understand this, students? This concept. So if you don't redo your mistakes, we guarantee you have the same mistakes next time, period. When you have your database of results, well, students, let's go through this. In addition, remember words of Ostap Berta Maria Bender, Suleiman Bender. He said, well, I study on mistakes of different people. So when you see from different perspectives, it's very helpful. Now, let's go through questions, through most free-class questions you ask. I start from module 1. Let me put, since we have many questions, if I get simple equation, and I will leave for you on. Okay. I guarantee person who ask manager about range of score, you can go beyond. The person did not redo homework every time. Ask this person, raise your hand. Is it true that you did not redo every homework? The person who asked right now. Just behind the scene. Every time you have to redo this. Okay, this is result. And today is 04/12/25 and digital SAT math. Today is spaceship day. I don't know how to name it. Great day. Number, no, basically questions. Few questions. Okay, for instance, I start from wherever you, module 1. Number 2 very fast. Stock increased by 20%. It was 100, increased by 20. 20%, which is 1.2. What else? And then decreased by 10%. 100 minus 10, which is 90%, which is 0.9. Increase, add, decrease, subtract. What percentage of original value could the stock return? So if this original value, they provide this value or not? No value. Let's say original value is X. After that, you multiply this by 1.2, after that by 0.9 in one line. If you multiply this, I did it, I get 1.08 of X. Right? 1.08 of X. Now convert to percent. How? Percent to decimal, you divide by 100. Move to the left. 2 point. Move to the left. Decimal to percent, move to the right. Two students who ask me, who understand this one line? Okay, good. I know this is easy question, better to do in one line. Number. Okay. Number 3. In addition, write steps. Steps develop your ability to think systematically. Number 3. A gym offer and membership. $30. Membership. Fee. In addition, charge for 2 doors. $2 for every hour. Okay. Remember, pay. You need to spend not more than $70. So if you do this, this is a fixed rate, and this 2 per every hour. X is number of hours. This fixed, this not fixed. If they get together and they said no more than $70, Okay. Always think in this category. This is all standard. Who understands this 100%? So again, I know this is easy, but you ask me, I explain, right? I want to help you to get perfect, and it's not difficult at all. Okay. Number 5. 3 students. What is number 5? Again, one more thing could be on the test. People who solve tests or write this test, they make a mistake. They make many mistakes. Keep in mind. That's why very important to make a video. Don't trust anybody. And redo this. For instance, this set of tests is one of the most famous tests in the United States. And person, not only he makes, how he name it, careless mistakes, not necessarily he knows how to solve these problems nice way. So sometimes when I solve, I find once I found 11 mistake in the test, not in this one. But this is how it works. That's why very important to redo. 5. In a box were 24 balls total, 12 red and 12 green. Always write what is given shortly. If you draw 2 balls without replacement, this is very important. What is probability that both balls are the same color? Keyword without replacement. Probability to get 2 red. It means red and red. The first red is 12 out of 24. Why? Because we have favorable outcomes 12 out of 24. If you choose one red, pretend you threw it away. And now when I approach the same box, you have 11 left out of 23. Without replacement. Absolutely the same picture with green, right? To green. Exactly the same. 12 out of 24. You approach second time, you have 11 over 23. After that, total, you have to add them up. This and this. Or you can write, take this 2 and multiply by this one. And this, right? Without replacement. If it were replacement, you every time your total and number of balls would be the same, will not be decreased. Understand 100% this one. Okay, good. Number 7. Number 7. In number 7, we have different glasses. Here it is. In ring group A, with 90 students, I write for myself. There are 4 boys for every 5 girls. Boys in group A to girls in group A equals the set 4 boys for every 5 girls. 4x over 5x. Soon again, when you have ratio, always use scaling factor, because maybe it's 40 over 50. Maybe it's 8 over 10, you don't know. From here, total, you always automatically total equals 4x plus 5x, which is 9x. And this equals to 90. If you divide by 9 both parts, x equals to 10. And you know number of boys here is 40, since x equals to 10. And number of girls is 50. So you got everything from this information. Keep reading. In another group, reading group B, there are 3 boys for every 3 girls. Boys B, 2 girls B. What they said? 3 boys, 3 over for every 2 girls. 2 girls. So you can't use x again, because x already taken, different variable. And what else? If these 2 groups, any questions so far? How many people we have so far? Just in the case, total we have 3y plus 2y, which is 5y. Now, the step number 1, step number 2. Now they said, if these groups are combined, the ratio of boys to girls combine. So boys combine, to girls combine. I just for explanation, just write down. Boys combine to girls combine is 10 to 9. So it's 10 to 9. What does it mean? 10 to 9. You can use z wherever you have here. But how to get combined? You have to put 40 from group boys from group A, just explanation, plus 3y is boys from group B, divided by girls combined, 50 plus 2y. And this actually, we have variable, we don't need this anymore because I cancel out, I don't use it. It's 10 over 9. Beautiful, we get equation. How to solve this equation? Cross multiplication. This time this equal to this time this. To understand up to this point, everything, students. Okay, hands down. Can you solve this equation, cross multiplication, by yourself? Yes. Okay, let's move forward. In this case, I have chance to explain you more. All right? It was 7. Next one is number 8. Plus, students, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Very important, if you develop skill of writing, it helps you a lot in universities, wherever you go, right? Plus, try not to invent everything, some new. So basic questions here. You don't have time for invention, new method. You have enough knowledge to use standard with standard video. 8. 3 years ago, Alex was 4 times. This is time machine topic. Remember we did with you. So how to solve it? We have Alex. And who else? And Jamie. Without thinking. Sometimes we use this. Sometimes you don't use all of them. Right here, past, present, future. Time machine. Present and future. Now, read next. Incorporated E. Jamie is now. Jamie now. Present. J. -3 years ago. Go from present to the past. -3. And 3 years ago, Jamie was J -3. But in the past, Alex was 4 times as old as Jamie. So step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. What else? Alex age now. Alex says, you know, you have to go from past to present. Understand this 100% up to this point. Very simple logic, nothing special here, and everything not complicated at all. Now, how to get from past to present? If you go from present to past, you subtract 3, this you add 3. And you have 4 times J -3 and +3. Or you can continue. We don't use this future in this problem. Another you use 4J -3 and +3. 4J distributive -12 +3 is 4J -9. Okay. Any questions, students? Just past, present, future. If you remember, students, some of you, I believe, took my Mark Twain prep in 4th, 5th grade. Who took my Mark Twain prep? Oh, good. Do you remember this question we did in more advanced in 4th and 5th grade? I named this topic time machine and put nice picture with robots, right? Remember? It's not challenging. All of them, the same standard. Thank you. Put your hands down. Okay, good, good, good. Number 9, few students. Number 9. 3x plus ay equals to 12. And bx plus 5y equals to 6. If the system has infinitely many solutions, infinity, find a plus b. First of all, visualize. What does it mean, infinite many solutions? This is linear equation. This is line. Pretend I have one equation represented as a line. Pretend y and this x. And I have another equation in which circumstances they have infinite many solutions. When the second equation would be exactly the same line. And you take any point, it would be simultaneously belongs to one equation and to another equation, x1, y1. So what does it mean? How to solve this problem fast? If with the same line, all coefficients might be proportional. So 3 over b equals to a over 5 equals to 12 over 6 or 2 over 1. Now, they ask you a plus b. For instance, this one. A over 5 equals to 2 over 1. A equals to 10. 3 over b equals to 2 over 1. 3 to be or not to be equals to 3. Divide by 2 is 1.5. Now, how to find this one? 10 plus 1.5, which is 11.5. Okay. Who understand this? 100% students, 100. Good, good, good. If you recall, we solved all this problem without exceptions. Number 10. 10, right? Yes. This was number 9? Number 9, 10. Number 10, the formula. It's also standard from one formula to get another formula. Okay. Used by a tire repair center to calculate the pressure on tire. D is diameter of tire. With the following, express D in terms of other variables. Find D as a function of whatever you have here. P, A, B. Let's do this. Pretend for simplicity and saving time is P over 1. Okay, now cross multiplication. And this imagine binomials. Cross PB plus PD equals A minus D. Yes, cross multiplication. Now, since D is dependent variable, I'm gonna put this everything with D to the left part. Plus D and plus D minus PB and minus PB. Cancel out what I have. PD plus D. Cancel out. This is not small a, it's capital A, right? Be careful. A equals A minus PB. Understand up to this point? Up to this point, simple logic. Good, now look at this. You put D, beyond the parentheses, you have P plus 1 equals A minus PB. And divide by P plus 1. And after canceling, okay, you get this expression. Understand this 100%. Good. It was not difficult, right? Next, number 11. 11. Number 11, we have clan A, B, monthly fee. I restore this picture. And cost, dollar per minute. This is 25, and this is $40. And this is 0.20, and this is 0.08. Two different fonts. What the number of minutes when the total cost of the same for both? Okay, like we did today already. Look at this, similar problem. If you specify this is fixed rate monthly, 25, plus 0.20 times number of minutes. If we're talking about A. What about B? The fixed rate plus 0.08, and they said the same number of minutes. And they're supposed to be equal to each other. The same pattern. You understand up to this point? Okay. Now you can write equation. Simple equation for this one. Okay, 25 plus 0.20x equals to 40 plus 0.08x. As usually, minus 0.08x and minus 0.08x minus 25 minus 25. Cancel, cancel. What is it? 0.12x equals to 15 divided by 0.12, and you get this answer. Okay, actually look at this. The same test, we already did this. Always fixed rate, and some depends on my. I told you many times, maybe I show in this group. When I work in MIT, I met this great scientist, Noam Chomsky, right? I have many of his books for transformation grammar. He liked this approach for study language graphs. I don't know if you see this or not. So many ways. What he did, he created this transformation grammar in linguistics. Any sentence in any language he writing, right? After that, he erased words, and he got the same skeleton. Very impressive. #1 linguistic in the world right now. So always keep in mind, this is great to visualization of your problem. You never make mistake. This was 11. Now number 12. 12. They have a graph. Let me illustrate this graph like this. Kinda. This graph. And this is X. And this is Y. And this is graph Y equals to f of x. How many values of x does f of x absolute value equals to 5? Let me put some value from the graph. You look carefully. I believe this is -5. Anything else? And you don't need this value so far. In order to prepare chicken soup, you have to have what? Chicken. F of x equals to 5. For how many values does value of this equals to 5? Okay, well, let me start with definition. What is classical definition of absolute value? Classical definition of absolute value of A equals to A itself if A is greater or equal than 0, and equal negative A if A is less than 0. For instance, if you have absolute value of 7, 7 is greater than 0, it's equal to 7. If you have -7, the result is minus of -7, which is 7, when A is less than 0. This is the definition. Now, based on this key thing, let's think about this. What they ask you, f of x, absolute value, equals f of x if f of x greater or equals to 0, or negative f of x if f of x is less than 0. This key thing. Who understand this 100% up to now? You can solve problem if you don't deal with graph and you don't understand this graph, right? Now, let's go step by step. What is how to interpret this? When f of x, or imagine y, is greater than 0, function is itself. This is 0, and this is y. When it's positive, it's equals to itself. Let me build this graph. But if it's less than 0, you see less than 0 in this interval, it equals to negative of f of x. Let me take this one, put over there. And negative, it means you have to mirror this, right, somehow. And this red one is my y equals to f of x. This key thing. If it was -5, it becomes 5. Who really understand this stuff? Matthew? Good. Now. And they have for how many points this equals to 5? It's the same like y equals to 5. make this line, and you see this 1 point, this is 0.2, and this is 0.3. Answer is 3 points. Again, students, absolute value not difficult. You have to know only this stuff, nothing else. Classical, classical. After that, you build graph, instantly answer the question. If you don't understand this, you will never guess this, never guess. Okay, keep in mind. Any question about this? No questions, good. Let's keep doing. It was 12, right? Next is number 13. 13. Okay. F of x equals to x minus 2 times q of x and plus r. When f of x is divided by x minus 2, by this one, the remainder is r, where qx is a quotient. If f of x equals to 5x squared minus 3x plus 4, what is remainder? What is value of r? Well, so let's just give a simple example. We use remainder theorem to visualize a good example. For instance, you have an equation x squared plus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. And you factorize x plus 2 times x plus 1 equals to 0. It means when x equals to -2 or x equals to -1, you can divide this trinomial by x plus 2 or x plus 1, and remainder would be 0. Here, when you divide this by x, according to remainder theorem, by x minus 2, what is x minus 2? It's the same by analogy when x equals to 2, right? According to remainder theorem, just plug in this 2 over there. Is the fastest way, no division, nothing. It's the same like f of 2, 5 times 2 to the second, minus 3 times 2 and plus 4. If it's exactly divisible, it would be 0. If it's not divisible, so r would be 0. You will get some value. Let's count this value. This is 4 times 5, 20. This is 6 and plus 4. 24 minus 6 is, what is it? 18, right? 18. Just substitution if you know this remainder theorem. To understand up to this point, everything, students, everything. From my point of view, you imagine SAT is kind of Lego. Like small kids use Lego. Use the same patterns over and nothing new. I bought the first SAT from auction in 1926. It were even more challenging. than this nowadays. Nothing new they invented. Okay, number, what is it? Next number, let me find this. Number 14. Well, three students asked this. We did many times. Let's do this again. 14. What we have on 14? 6x squared minus kx plus 3 equals, open parentheses, 3x minus 1 times bx minus c bck constant. Equation is true for all value of x. There are a few different ways how to solve it. I solve more general way. What is value of k? You have to make it compatible. One of this way, use distributive for right part. I will write here 3bx to the second. This and this. Minus 3cx minus bx and plus c. Just you name it in school, FOIL rule or distributive, whatever you like. Now regroup it. You have 3bx squared minus. I will factorize. I take common x beyond the parentheses. 3c plus b times x and plus c. What I did, look at this. If you write original equation, they have the same structure, 6 some coefficient in front of x to the second, some coefficient in front of x, like we have here, and plus 3. Since they're the same, based on symmetry, you can instantly say that c equals to 3. Okay. Now, since they're the same, 3b equals to 6. 3b equals to 6. Divide by 3 both parts. b equals to 2. b equals to 2. And finally, k equals 3c plus b. But since we already found that b equals to 2 and c equals to 3, you have 3 times 3 plus 2, which is 11. Okay, again, we solved this tons of questions, only change values for this, but everything is the same here. Who understand this 100% up to this point? Okay. Well, some student asked about bathroom. I don't mind, but put your hands down. And in 2 minutes, come back, raise your hand, and keep it raised, and we continue. Okay, so waiting for Matthew and Timur Malik. Timur Malik. Oh, good, good, good. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let me see what is the next one. In addition, what I did not tell you about strategy to get to top colleges, right? This example I told about nice students who did in 3 months 780, which is not bad. But she could definitely get perfect score. My suggestion, she was in a situation when only one chance she had. Test is very competitive. Yesterday in my class, we had a student, she liked math, and she has been working as an officer for admission in many colleges for many years. She is from Chicago. Now, maybe I upload this here, small speech on this YouTube. And she told all the different situations for students. It was 7th grade class. She taking class for 7th grade and now to even there she has masters, right? But level of masters, unfortunately, not necessarily top level right now. Know this, right? And one of the thing, since she has been doing admission for many years, she said that, and everybody knows, you have to get the biggest score, the highest score, because many smart kids go to the same position. Plus 6 more criteria, which you can get from my presentation. I believe I gave you this presentation. So since you're not 12th grade, how I recommend you to take this class? How to take real test. There is no miracle on the test. If you get a result during practicing, which not necessarily lead you to a nice college where you're gonna go, don't take this test. Because I remember some students, they take many times this test, but in equal situation, Board of Education looking how many times you took tests to get this result. Preference, not for person who had 12 times, with 2 times, right? Obviously. And one more thing, since you're not in 12th grade and you have time, better concentrate on result. It's not the first in, first get to college. No, when you see that you constantly, few classes, you get perfect score, welcome, go to this. Don't make this mistake. Because some of you, I know even students in my experience, they took SAT, real SAT in 7th grade, and they got in math, I believe, 740 in 7th grade. And after that, with this score, they go to college. Why are you wasting time for many years or many months? Try to get perfect and get to this college. So since SAT, it's not one time. They have this, I believe, 6 times per year. I don't remember how many times right now. Choose a result which compatible with your college of your dream, and after that, take this test. Simple. This not the first, the faster, the first the better. This one thing. Second of all, small announcements. So we get a new patent for fighting multi-drug resistant bacteria and nephroprotectors, and I invited to Congress with a presentation May 10 when we have our class. Since you have a spring break, right? We would recommend to take this class instead of May 10 April 16, Wednesday. And before to forget, they give me this list, Wednesday. Instead of April 10, no, May 10. Instead of May 10, we have April 16. And we have two options. This is Wednesday. Either 12:30 to 2:30, or I will not be in New York at this day. Okay, or for instance 5 to 7 p.m. I have a question for you. Let's vote. What this is your winter break. You're in different schools. Who prefer this option? And who prefer this? Let's vote. Who prefer option for option 1 in the morning? Raise your hand. Okay, put your hands down. No, raise your hand again, because I don't know. Okay, and who prefer for 5 to 7 the same day? It's like 50-50. Let me put this way. Who has no chance to be from 5 to 7 at all? Put your hands down, everybody. Who has no chance to be from 5 to 7 at all? Okay, hands down. Ivan, I don't understand. Again, you're not listening, you're watching for. Who does not have chance to be from 12:30 to 2:30? So majority can prefer from 5 to 7. Let me write it down, from 5 to 7. If try to make somehow, if absolutely unreal, we'll send you a lecture. And I will circle this from 5 to 7, April 16. We announce later, but I want to just plan this. From 5 to 7, Wednesday. Okay, let's continue our class. Thank you. I try not to go to this congress. It's so busy, but this is no way. They accept very seldom in this presentation. They look in many investors, etc. Number 17. About parking lot. There are small cars that occupy one space. 17. Small, one space, and large occupy 2 spaces each. And total spaces is 120. The equation x plus 2y equals to 120. Represent situation. In this equation, what does x? So look at this. X times 1 and y times 2. So the answer would be small. What x represents? Small cars. Based on the structure. Typical question. So the number of small cars in the parking lot. To understand this 100%. Good. Just read carefully. It's reading comprehension. Number, many students ask number 18. In 18, we have a graph. And this is number of hours. What is it? Number of hours, x hours. And y is, what is it? Score, test score. They ask you to find equation. Well, what is supposed to do? Find y equals mx plus b. B is given, is over there. And is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Or price over run. And plug in, you get this equation. We did many times. So only, I believe, why you ask this question, probably, who would like to solve this, right? Okay, who understand this 100%? We know this, it's a very easy question. Who would like to solve it in details right now? If you'd like, we'll solve it. Okay. So look at this graph, what we have. This is, I believe, 0 and 40. And this probably 120 and 100. So it would be 100 minus 40 divided by 20 minus 0. 60 over 20, which is 3, right? And you can write y equals 3x plus 40. So far, so good. That's it. Who has any questions about this? Ask me questions if you have. By the way, I see this person who created this test, he solved it wrong. I'm not surprising with this. I'm not surprising, because if you get this one, you did it wrong. This is correct answer. Okay, this is, my solution is correct. Whatever you have in your test is wrong. Okay, good. It's not careless mistake. It's culture of solving, you know. Number 20. You students. Books, very briefly, books and frequency. Frequency. We have 5, 8, 5, 8, 10, 15, 20. And related frequency of buying this book. Or getting this is 4, 9, 15, 10, 22. And we have 60 people. 60 people. In a year. What the median number of books read by the people in this survey? Since 60 is even number, to find median, you have to take 2 in the middle. If you divide 60 by 2 is 30. And after 30, 31's position, 13 and a half. So instead of writing what is supposed, like kids do, what is this? 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 times. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. You're not supposed to do this. You count 30 is the middle of this, right? Where it's about 30. It's over there if you count. It's 30 from this and this hand. This is 32. 22 plus 10, 32. So it shows the result would be over there, 15, in the middle. So not necessary to write the sequence like this. You know the result would be in the middle. 22 plus 10 is a little bit more than this one. So the result would be 15. And they ask you what the median number of books read by people in the survey. Who understand this 100%? 100. Find middle number. That's it. So many questions you can do like 1, 2, 3. 21. 21. This is a standard. Again, if you're not ready for this, better to rethink date of your test and get perfect. I'm positive everybody in this group, without exception, if you work by this methodology, you can get perfect. It's not challenging at all. And what they ask you to find? What is the solution? When you have this, I have students from Europe here, and before to solve irrational equation, we name irrational equation. Fine, you have to know this, that in Europe you name it ОДЗ, область допустимых значений. We here in the United States, we study domain and range. Right part cannot be x minus 2 must be greater or equal than 0. Why? Because if you have radical, for instance, radical cannot be negative. It's supposed to be greater than or equal to 0. And that's why it helps you to avoid using extraneous solutions. So x is greater or equal than 2. And this is what you're supposed to keep in mind. After that, you put both parts to the second power. Get rid of radicals. You get x plus 10 equals to x squared minus 4x and plus 4. Normalize it. Minus x and minus x. Minus 10 and minus 10. Cancel, cancel. You have 0 equals x squared minus 5x and minus 6. Who understand up to this point everything? Okay, good. Now, 0 equals x minus 6 times x plus 1. Vieta theorem. Either x equals to 6 or x equals to negative 1. Now, look at this. 6 possible. Negative 1 impossible. And this would be only answer. Only question, students. If we don't use a step, we got negative 1. Negative 1 is solution of this equation, not that equation. Be careful. This we name extraneous solutions. Solution which belongs not to this equation, but is given for another equation. Always check. Another way how you do this, when you get this result, plug in over there and see if it's possible. For instance, You never forget this, right? Pretend I have this equation, original. And if I plug in here -1, I get -3. Is it possible the square root equals to -3? Function of square root is like this, generally speaking. It's never negative. It's impossible. And this helps us, instead of this plugging in, to do it instantly. Always check. Okay, good. The next question, students, is few students asked number 22. Again, if you have any question without hesitation, ask me. Let's make a circle. And this is kind of sector. And radius equals to 8. This O, they deliberately confuse you, use R, and it's just letters. This is shaded. And what else? An area of the shaded, area shaded, I make schematically, equals to 24 pi. Okay. What the length arc RS? I write two formulas, which are very helpful for this. Let me take red color. Two formulas. Area of sector equals 1/2 r square theta. Length of arc equals to r theta, where theta is a central angle. Okay, r is the radius. Only one condition. Jasmine, you have a question, raising hand, or you forgot to put it down? Jasmine, good. Only theta must be in radians, no degrees. Degree does not work. Now, use these formulas. For instance, step number 1. Area shaded equals 1/2 r square theta and equals to 24 pi. Or since radius equals to 8, you have 1/2 times 64 theta equals to 24 pi. And theta is this central angle. And this is 32. If you divide by 32 both parts, I cancel out the 32s. And I can simplify by 8. If you divide by 8 numerator denominator, I will have 3 pi over 4. Beautiful. This is my theta. Now let's do it. Was step number 1, step number 2. Length of arc RS this arc equals to r theta equals to 8 times 3 pi over 4. 4 goes into 8 2 times. It would be 6 5. Beautiful. Just 2 steps. No proportion, no converted to degrees, and this is just great formula for radians. Okay, who understand this 100%? Okay, mark, check mark. Good. Put your hands down. Maybe it's not nice question, but who needs help? What is radian? Everybody knows? Okay, good. So if you know radians, you get everything from this. It was 22. Next, 23. Square garden. Make a square garden. Uh, 0.05 miles each side. For the area in square yards. To have this question, always convert linear units. And they said 1 mile equals to 1,760 yards times 1,760. Now it becomes yard. Now times 1,760. And how to get area? Multiply this by this. That's it. Most convenient to use linear units, because if I ask you how many, probably nobody answer instantly. If I ask you simple questions, for instance, I have 1 square yard, how many, if I have 1 cubic yard, how many cubic inches you have in cubic yard? You can't answer instantly. And you don't need this, is garbage information. Nobody need this. You know that 1 yard is 3 feet. 1 foot is 12 inches. Just plug in, take to the third power. Always operate with linear units. Who understand this 100%? Good, good, good. So again, don't memorize extra, no way. Mirabeau is philosopher. He said, your head is not a garbage can. Don't memorize extra. Use logic. 26. In 26, we have y equals to negative x squared plus kx and plus minus 10. K is constant. Intersect the line y equals to 15. Exactly 1 point. 1 point. Typical question. Which the following would be value of k? How many students asking these questions? It was 20. So I can show many different ways. For instance, since the same y, you can write they have the same common point. Negative x squared plus kx minus 10 equals to 15. After that, you normalize it, right? Subtract 15 from both sides. and you have negative x squared plus kx minus 25 equals to 0. Or multiply by negative 1, and you have x squared minus kx plus 25 equals to 0. If it has exactly 1 point, what does it mean 1 point? It's only when discriminant, which is discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. In our case, discriminant equals negative k to the second minus 4 times 1. See this coefficient 1, okay, and times c, 25, equals to 0. Or k squared minus 100 equals to 0. Plus 100 and plus 100, you have k squared equals to 100. Take square root of both parts, and don't forget to put plus minus, and it will be plus minus 10. Okay, on this case, any more for this one? If you have multiple choice, choose a value which is related to multiple choice. You can solve another way. Look at this. Understand up to this point everything. Timur Malik? Good. Briefly, you can do this. What is it? This is equations you have here, right? Actually, probably is best way. The second, you can use Desmos, for instance. Yeah, you can use Desmos and put this parameter k. Whatever. Okay, number 26. I explain this. I explain 26, few students. What if I explain 26 and this is graph? It would be faster if I use it on this, I put in circle on this screen instead of drawing this. It will be fast, okay? There's many questions left. I want to explain you. I do 26 on this one. Okay, some student asked 27. I just give idea and you solve quadratic by yourself. 27, very fast. It was 25, by the way. 27. F of x equals g of x to the second minus 7 g of x and minus 15. And f of 2 equals to 3. And I ask you find g of 2. So look at this, what you're supposed to do. F of 2 equals g of 2 to the second power minus 7 g of 2 minus 15 equals to 3. Minus 3 and minus 3, you get g of 2 to the second minus 7g of 2 minus 18 equals to 0. Now, students, just use one substitution. For instance, use g of t equals to 2, g of 2 equals to t, and you get t squared minus 7t minus 18 equals to 0. It's it, and you find T, which is G of 2. Who understand this 100%? Timur Malik? Good. Now, module 2. I want to go through module 2. We have also questions. I'll explain in very details. Number 2. Number 2. Let's define this number 2. Module 2, number 2. Emily paid $10 for every 8 hours. These hours. 8 hours. If she work 2 hours, you know why I do this proportion, more hours, more money, right? And what the expression represent total amount of money in dollars, Emily, for this week? I don't know. So XH equals to MT and divide by H both parts. Okay. Any questions, students? We name it direct variation, and this is proportion. If you have any question, ask me. To understand up to this point, 100%. Good, good. Matthew. Number 5. 5. We have a right triangle. And this A, D, B, and C. Sine of B equal 0.6. Better to write 6/10. And what you have to find? The sine ACD. Let me see. Sine of B, this. So this is 6 parts opposite to hypotenuse. This 10 parts. What is 10x? It's the same like 5x times 2. It's the same like 3x times 2. So this equals to 4x times 2, which is 8x. Why I did this? Pythagorean triple, 3, 4, 5 triangle. So far so good. Look at this. Now, what is angle ACD? ACD, this angle. Look at this. You studied theorem. Angles with mutually perpendicular sides are congruent if both of them are either acute or both of them obtuse. Look at this. This side is perpendicular to this side. This side perpendicular to this side. So angle between these two equals to angle between these two. It's the same to find. You can write that angle ACD equals to angle B. Now, how to find cos? Instead of this, I can find it the same like cosine of angle B. And cosine of angle B is adjacent to hypotenuse, 8/10. Which format they provide? Decimals, whatever, 0.8. Again, students, keep in mind, if you have two angles, one angle and another angle, not nice, another angle, this side perpendicular to this, and this side perpendicular to this, these two angles are the same. You can do it different way without the theorem. How? Look at this. How do I see different way without the theorem? You know, complementary angles, total two angles 90 degrees, right? Look at this, angle B from triangle ABC equals to 90 minus 8. Do you agree? Now, triangle ADC, angle ACD equals to 90 since it's right triangle minus 8. If right part the same, left part the same, whatever you like. Understand the second approach, like complementary angles. Timur Malik, good. It was number 5. I'm gonna go for, stay with me a few more minutes, okay? I wanna explain you this. Number 8, multiple choice questions. You have Cartesian coordinates. You don't need this one. Schematically, p square root of 6, not like this, 6 square root of 3 and 6. Try to get different. Better marker. Okay. And the second one is Q, which negative 6 square root of 3. What the measure radians angle P or Q, this angle. Okay, look at this. Make perpendicular. And based on this is x, 6 square root of 3. And this is 6. Make this perpendicular. This is negative 6. And this 6 square root of 3. Let's say this is theta 1. I don't know how to name it. Theta 1. And this theta 2. tangent of theta 1 equals 6 square root of 3 divided by -6, but we don't need negative. It's equals to absolute value of this, right? We need it's square root of 3. And tangent of theta 2 equals to 6 divided by 6 square root of 3. 1 square root of 3, normalize, multiply by square root of 3 plus parts. And it will be square root of 3 over 3. Either use decimals, find tan -1, or you know one of the 60 degrees, one is 30 degrees. Remember I taught you table. What is 60 degrees? 60 degrees is the same like pi over 3, and 30 degrees is the same like pi over 6. Now, if you add them up, this is pi, 180 degrees. So what is supposed to do? Pi minus pi over 3 plus pi over 6. When you calculate, you get the answer. Who understand this? 100% students up to this point. Good, good, good. Not difficult again. You see, we did everything with you. Number 8, it was number 10. 10. X plus 2y equals to 10. X squared minus 4y squared equals to 40. And you have order term. And what is b? B is y actually, right? For easy question we did many times is factorize difference of square of two terms. X minus 2y times x plus 2y equals to 40. But x plus 2y equals to 10. So this is 10. Divide by 10 both parts. You get x minus 2y equals to 4. X plus 2y equals to 10. To find b, you're supposed to subtract this and cancel out negative 2y minus 2y, it's negative 4y equals to negative 6. Divide by negative 4. And this is 3 over 2. Okay. 3 over 2. Any questions? No questions. So people who solve this, author who solved this, he solved it wrong, and he chose another number. But this is solution. Cross it, whatever he solved. I don't know why, how he solved it. I have no idea. Okay, next, students. Ivan asked question. He is not in. I go to probably. Let me see. Jasmine, right? 19, very fast. 19. 8th root of k to the fourth times 5th root of k to the third. Okay, you have a formula. A to power m over n equals nth root of a to power m. If this formula back and forth, I can, instead of this, can write k to power 4 over 8 times k to power 3 over 5. You can simplify this, and according to another formula, you add these powers. 1 over 2 plus 3 over 5. This 5, this is 2. K to power 5 plus 6, 11 over 10. Or the same like 10th root of k to power 11. Finally, this. Who understand this 100%? Good. Better to operate with algebraic than radicals. Okay, 21. 21. In 21, we have absolute value of k minus 2 equals to 10. Absolute value m plus 2 equals to 8. Remember, by definition of absolute value, you're supposed to consider two branches, positive and negative. For instance, k minus 2 equals to 10, or negative k minus 2 equals to 10. M plus 2 equals to 8, or negative m plus 2 equals to 8. So plus 2 plus 2, k equals to 12, minus k plus 2 equals to 10, minus 2, negative k equals to 8, or k equals to negative 8, minus 2, m equals to 6, minus m minus 2 equals to 8, plus 2, negative m equals to 10, m equals to negative 10. We found all these values. Now they ask you what the question. What is the greatest k minus m? K minus m maximum. You take the greatest k, which is 12, minus the smallest m, 22. So again, person who created this test, he solved it wrong. Okay. And remember, we had classes for, we prepare menus, we prepare in Queens and here in our center, we prepare teachers for test LSAT. Prepare lawyers LSAT. I was confused by this abbreviation. And teachers. And I see how poorly they solve this problem, unfortunately. Nice people, but that's why probably he had a lot of mistakes here. But very important problem, not bad at all. Very important if you solve it correctly. Okay, it was 21, 22. Do you have any question for this? No questions. Okay, good, good, good. Take a few more minutes, okay? I want to explain you this stuff also. $22. Do we have a rectangle? Not nice rectangle. And we have not nice pictures. Pretend, kind of. And ABE. Better. CD. Then BAE. BAE equals to 1/4. And 10 CDE equals to 5. Find BE to EC. Let me figure out. 10 BAE. This one. So let's say this side is X. Opposite side is same. And this equals to BE to X. Opposite to adjacent. C tangent CD, where is this angle? CD, this one, equals EC to X. EC over X. So if I multiply both part by X, I will get, need more room, BE to EC. So BE is X over 4. EC is 2X over 5. After that, just keep change flip. X over 4 times keep change division to multiplication and 5 over 2x. After simplification, you get this. 5 over 8. You understand up to this point everything. Good, good, good. Timur Malik. Good. This was and the last one, most frequent question. Let me see if I explain it. Yes, no. 25. Let me explain 25 since a lot of reading here. And previous on this screen very fast. Let me find this. If I have on the screen. Okay. Can find this. Okay, I don't see what is on the screen. Let me explain here on the whiteboard. Faster to explain the find among of these thousands of files right now. Anyway,